Alrighty, good morning. It is the 17th of July. John and I are getting ready to go to town. We're going to rehearse today for our Live at 5 gig. I have to put oil in Monster, but I don't have a funnel, so I'm going to sacrifice this little plastic bottle and make it a funnel. If I don't cut myself in the process. And there we go. Voila, a funnel. Okay, I'm gonna go do that. Get all ready. We're gonna go in about 15 minutes. Alrighty. Get his cover off. A little bit of toilet paper so I can properly check the level. Oh, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as I thought. Check that again. Yeah, not too bad. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of oil in because it will burn a lot going back in. So, oops, that's not much of a funnel. Let's see if that'll work. Get some of that dirt off of there. Okay. This will work if I hold it just right. Ooh. Got my hand nice and oiled up. Yeah. Okay. Being inexperienced, it's hard to know how much to add, but they're pretty small oil things. Yeah. Let's see. Ew, now my hands are all oily. The oily bird gets the worm. Let me see here. Okay, I think that looks good. Check it again in town before I drive back up. I'm gonna take one of these oils back to town so it's always there. I have one here, I have one there. Okay, put our little funnel down there. Yeah. All right, that part's done. Now I just gotta lash my stuff, a couple of tubs on. Well, it's not so nice today, but at least it's not pouring. Monster was a bit cranky getting started. He's burning a lot of oil, and his life expectancy is not really beyond this summer, but we'll see what Dr. Frankenstein has to say about that.
Dr. Frankenstein, take a bow. I could not be more impressed with your monster, even if he were to put on tap shoes and sing Puttin' on the Ritz.
Ooh, it's a wet one. Wow, a great big moose just crossed right in front of us. He's in the woods now. He was big. See if you can see him. Boy, it's amazing how they disappear. I mean, he was huge and he was right in front of us. Did Chewie go after him? Shit.
Chewie! Chewie!
Chewie! Come on, Chewie!
Chewie!
Come on, Chewie, don't get kicked in the head. You dumb mutt.
Well, let's just go. He'll catch up.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's what he usually does.
Well, no wonder that moose disappeared so fast. Chewie was chasing it. Hopefully he's not going to get his head kicked in. I guess this is not a rare event. Come on, buddy. Probably hear us driving away and leave off the moose chase, hopefully. Worrisome. Come on, Chewbot, where are you? Here he comes. Yay! Good boy! That's my buddy. Woo! Alright. Ooh, that was a little scary. Okie dokie, here we are in beautiful downtown Talkeetna, Alaska. We're getting ready to have a concert here. This is the Live at 5 program. And this is also broadcast live on KTNA Radio, which is the local radio station. Today's performers are moi, my brothers, Howard, and Pete, and some special guest stars. So we're gonna have some fun. I doubt I will film it because I'm gonna be too busy playing, but it'll be fun. So you can see the good people of Talkeetna gather. And it's a beautiful day. The weather cleared up just in time. Woo.
My whole life through, you have to go where those warm winds blow. I'll think of you. My whole life through, you had to go where goes swans.
The excursion is about to begin. I have my trusty assistant, Nina, and my sister is filming this, so you can see us drive away. Isn't that fun? It's a beautiful day. We're headed to the lake. We're gonna have more fun than should be legal. All right, here we go.
Yeah, that doesn't make a line getting drunk on the mountain here. So funny.
All right, we made it. It was a successful journey. And it's a beautiful day. Nice north wind, gonna keep this weather beautiful. Okay, now I haven't told you about Newman. Newman is the squirrel that also wants to live here. So we'll find out if Newman got in and caused any havoc again this time.
They can do a lot of damage pretty quickly.
Last time I came in, I opened the door and a piece of bread fell on my head. I was like, oh, fun. I was really careful to put everything away. Oh, looks good.
Newman.
Looks like he might have been bouncing around. But he didn't find anything he liked this time. He checked out the bag of coffee.
Oh.
Thought maybe he'd want some of that. Come on in. Okay. Yeah, and he likes to come in the middle of the night. So
Okay, so gets in right up there.
he was getting in there, and then I plugged those holes. But there's just so many spots, I know, and he can get in all these. Oh, that's his new spot apparently because he pushed out the paper.
Okay.
See, I just wadded up paper just for the bugs and the heat, to keep the heat in and the bugs out. But that's no barrier for Newman.
No.
So that's where he came in while I was gone. That's for sure. Little bastard.
So you'll have, because there was window there before, and a window in the back.
Yeah, there's going to be 2 windows on each side.
Okay.
So it'll be lovely.
Oh yeah.
A little dark now, but these windows in front really saved the day.
And so it was that whole back side that needed replaced for all the logs on the wall and everything?
No, that hasn't been done.
original?
The back wall and the front wall are the original walls, except for from the
Okay.
plate up. He rebuilt.
Okay.
And yeah, still obviously a lot of work to do, but it's a place to camp now. So this is an interesting little development. Nina came out to the end of the dock and she goes, "What's the poo-poo on the paddle?" I don't know what the poo-poo on the paddle is. It's not bear, it's not dog. I'm thinking fox or coyote. There's a lot of hair in it. How strange. Huh. John will probably know. But that is definitely very bizarre. Flies are happy about it. Huh. There's a lot of dark hair in it. Maybe? I don't know. That's really mysterious. It's the mystery of the poo-poo on the paddle. Very strange. Ah, sure is pretty out. Dang.
Record cold.
Oh, really? Oh.
So go ahead, tell us what happened to you this winter, John.
Okay.
It's an epic story.
February 17th. The wilderness was angry that night, my friends. Well, I got up, and the whole day was just this chain of events leading up to critical mass. I had planned on going to town because Sarah was picking me up some groceries. But I called Sarah, and she told me they had to put Jack down.
Yeah.
And so I said, well, okay, I won't come to town. I'll give you some space, and I'll do something else. So I decided I would go get some trapping done, but I had to get some wood first because the cold snap wiped my wood out. So I went back to where I'd been cutting, and I had this tree I'd cut, and I harvested the bottom half, but the top half kind of got teeter-tottered on a couple of small birch trees. And I should have just left it and let the wind take care of it, but it was good wood. It was going to fall right on my snow machine trail, and so I take one of the birch trees, and last thing I know is the chain pinched, and I looked down, and then whack, and I felt like I was hit by a truck. And the reason that the chain pinch was that the tree was coming down the wrong way. It was coming down, was actually swinging.
Oh, wow.
That's why it hit me in the back. And it just, yeah, if I didn't cut the other tree, nothing would have happened. But, I couldn't foresee that it was going to do a 360. But anyway, so it hit me really hard, and I couldn't breathe. And then everything started going black. I woke up lying in the snow, and chainsaw's still running. I turned the chainsaw off, and for a second I'm thinking, well, maybe I'm not too bad. Maybe I just had the wind knocked out of me, and I'm just gonna be sore. And then I tried to get up, and I couldn't. Chewy was there. So I called Chewy over, and I kind of leaned on him like this, pull me up.
Oh, God.
And we did a hobble crawl to the cabin. I was holding on to his collar, and I get to the cabin and find the phone, which was a miracle.
In itself, yes.
Yeah.
And it was charged, and that was another miracle.
It wasn't all the way charged. So I called 911, and I'm talking to the gal, and last thing I heard her say was, still trying to get your coordinates, and then the phone went dead because the battery went dead. But I was pretty sure they had enough information. So I just went inside and laid down. I said, well, I was pretty sure I was bleeding internally, which actually I wasn't. I had a bruised heart and bruised liver, but no. significant lacerations, meaning there was some blood. But
Mm-hmm.
and I'm laying there, and it took a long time. I was beginning to wonder because the medevac guys were all the way down on the other side of Anchorage on another run when they got the call.
Oh, wow.
And they had to stop in Anchorage, take care of that patient, and get gas, and
then fly all the way up
fly
here.
up, and they were great, and they flew me to Wasilla, and
Did they land on skis on the lake?
It was a helicopter.
Oh, a
So,
helicopter,
yeah, they
okay.
just landed right in front of the cabin,
Uh,
and took a CAT scan, and he said, "Well, your back's broke. We can't help you here. You're just gonna have to go to Anchorage." And he said, "We got to get you into the surgery because your vertebrae is shattered." And they get me to Anchorage, and the surgeon actually meets me in the ER.
Wow.
And he says, "Well, we're gonna go to surgery. I don't know when. We'll get you upstairs to the spinal unit and take it from there." And I'm just crushed by this time. I'm thinking, God, my back's broke. Am I gonna be a cripple? And,
Yeah, sure could have been.
worse. And so he get me upstairs, and I spent worst night of my life because I was supposed to go to surgery. I couldn't even have any water.
Oh, wow. They were that sure that you were going to be in surgery.
Oh yeah, they scrubbed me. They prepped me, scrubbed me down.
Holy moly, I
Yeah.
didn't realize it had gone that
Oh
far.
yeah, they cleaned under the nails and did
Holy
all that.
cow.
Yeah, and early the next morning, the surgeon comes in and goes, "Well, I want to hold off on surgery for a day or so and see how you do because it's a significant fracture, but it's not displaced, and if we might be able to get away without surgery, you'll have to wear basically a body cast for a couple of months."
A brace.
Brace, yeah, that
Yeah.
was strapped on.
Uh-huh.
It was
Yeah.
from here.
Oh, that must have been awful.
Oh, it was. Then he said, "Well, if you have any tingling, numbness, or loss of strength, or the pain comes too much, we're going to go right to surgery." So,
Uh-huh.
and anyway, for next day they just monitored it, and the surgeon came back the next day and says, "Well, I think this has a chance to work, and if we can you want to avoid surgery at all costs?" And
Uh-huh.
he said 99% of patients that come in with an injury like yours, it's no question. He said,
Uh-huh.
"But I can tell you're in real good shape." Yeah, so then they fit me for the brace, which I called the Beast.
Yeah, I bet.
And it was just, it was tough. That week in the hospital was just, the physical therapy was just like the Spanish Inquisition.
Brutal, huh?
Oh, it was horrible. The first day, all I could do was get my legs over the side of the bed, and that was
That was it.
all I could do. And
Wow.
but the next day, it got me up on my feet, and I started walking with a walker and doing their sadistic. But yeah, it was bad. I mean, it was my friend Trapper Tim came and saw me, and he came when I was at my worst. I was just done. I hadn't slept in 3 days because of the pain and all this doctor stuff, and I just sat there and started crying.
Aw. No, you had a concussion too, didn't you? Or did they think you did, or?
They were worried about a concussion because I did lose consciousness, and that still remains kind of the mystery of whether I just lost consciousness because I couldn't breathe.
Oh,
or,
yeah. Probably just the
Or
impact.
something hit me on. I kind of remember being hit on the head.
Huh.
But yeah, they scanned me, and they thought I had a concussion at first. They treated me for a concussion,
Uh-huh.
but then they said that actually
Probably didn't. Oh, how interesting.
And it was complicated because of my eyes condition.
Oh, yeah.
They was at my eyes. Says, no, the one doctor says, "Oh, he's got a concussion. Just look at his eyes." And I said, "Wait a minute." So that's my story.
Well, that's pretty intense, you know, and you're just so lucky, so lucky.
The phone was key.
The fact that he could find the phone and it was on,
and you
and
were able to make a call, and then because they wouldn't have been able to, you would have just, I mean, especially if you were concussed, you just laid down and went to sleep.
Yeah.
Had you been passed out in the snow for very long, he would have froze to death.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
yeah.
there's so many things
many
that could have
things.
happened.
Yeah.
He could have been paralyzed.
And I was,
you know.
Right.
you know, I might have got whacked in the head because everything was kind of fuzzy
Yeah.
for that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I mean, I was obviously cognizant enough to make all the right moves. And,
Yeah. God,
But,
thank
uh,
God. So that's how his winter was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Innocent question.
And then
Uh-huh.
it was but you know, I mean, and you know, I had to leave these guys, but
How long before you were able to come back up here?
it was 5 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Stayed
Yeah.
in town in one of the
It
places.
was a week
and-
in the hospital, and then I had to stay in town
Oh, okay.
for a month.
And then Chewy and Uncas had to stay in the Airstream that Sarah just turned into the bookstore was still over at Billy and Sarah's,
Okay.
and they just kind of had to be stayed in there.
Yeah.
And the same week,
guys.
Sarah's dog Jack died. I mean,
Oh.
Sarah's
Yeah, it
dog
was-
Jack died the day that John had the accident.
It was just a terrible month. And during this time, Bruce and Rolf died,
Right.
so the whole town was just
Two,
what is going
you know,
on?
two Talkeetna guys that we've known all our lives. They both died in the same week.
I put out word, you know, I wanted to go home, but I would need some wood and some other things, and you know, all the gang in town. My friend Amber, you know Amber,
I don't think I do.
beautiful redhead.
Oh, I think I've met her. Yeah. Uh-huh.
She was at one of the shows last
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
She got up, you know, I mean, she snaps her fingers, and,
And,
you know,
And 30 guys are ready to help.
yeah, there's, you know,
army of
five
admirers.
snow machines and chainsaws.
Yeah,
I
right.
came up and
Yeah, that's so great. We were just like, oh my God, you know, he's going to need a lot of help because he's not going to be able to cut wood or anything for a while.
anyway, that's my story. It's
Okay. Well, look, I'm going to make some yummy chicken fajitas in a while. You want to come
yeah,
eat
that
some
sounds
food?
good. Hey, when are you going back?
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Oh, you're gonna
either
stay
way.
a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few days.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because I'll use this. I'm gonna go to town tomorrow. You guys can
Watch these dudes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
watch.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what? About an hour?
Yeah, that sounds good. See you in a bit. So this is a really good example of how things can go very, very wrong in a heartbeat up here. I mean, John has been felling trees and cutting wood for, his whole life and has never had an accident. And then, boom, just like that, you're in a life or death situation, and he just got super lucky. So I want to thank everybody that expressed their concerns for him. And as you can see, he's surviving and thriving. So, amen. It is an absolutely serene, beautiful, perfect morning. The swans catch the morning sun, and they just glow. They're just so beautiful. There's our friend Chooseford. I think the swan's coming over to say hello to Chewy. Saw Chewy and started heading this way. Do you hear that squirrel? He's so annoying. Oh, the grebes are swimming right by. I just had a little... It was funny, like they swam right in between the swans. Swans turned around, looked like, hey, hi. Yep, it's warming up. It's another perfect day in paradise here. Let's look at the rain gauge. How much did it rain this last week? Oh, a whole lot. As you all recall, I had this boat completely bailed out. And now it's all full up again, because that's how it works if you don't turn it over. So, I'm going to bail it out again, because that's the way we roll.
1, 2, cha-cha-cha.
Alrighty, well, we are about to embark on a fun activity. Do you remember when we first came to this cabin and there was that horrible mattress in the dilapidated cabin? And I finally talked John into taking that mattress to put it in the big cabin for the dogs, for the cubby hole, what we call the cubby hole, where the dogs like to sleep. Well, actually, we took the mattress down there and it's been sitting there for a couple of years, and he's got it all dried out and ready to actually move into that cubby hole for the dogs. So Nina and I are going to help make that happen. The mattress will finally be put to use and find a home, its final resting place. And the dogs will like it. Uncas is getting old. I think he'll really appreciate something soft to lay on, not just the couch. At the same time, I'm bringing my little Blue Eddy power pack down to plug into John's generator, since he's got it running. Yes, it's us, Chewbot. It's us. All right. And there's the mattress. It is ready to be a deluxe dog bed. All right, you got this whole thing cleaned up. That's great. Excellent. We're taking a little walk to check the trail cam, the one at the Clear Creek Trail. Last time we checked it, there was that beautiful young sow grizzly on it. So Nina and I have our bear spray ready. John's got a rifle, and of course we got the mutts. But you know, sometimes taking dogs with you can backfire, because they can go chasing after the bear or the moose or whatever, and then turn around and run back to you and bring the moose or the bear straight at you, really pissed off.
Well, that's what happened at Clear Creek when that bear charged.
That black bear?
Yeah.
The dogs chased him and then led him back to you?
Yeah, all of a sudden, I'm sitting there just dumb and happy, and all of a sudden, Uncas and Jasmine come flying by me, and I just think, oh, must be exercise time. Right behind them is this black bear jumps up.
That was the one with the messed up jaw, the old cranky one?
Yeah. I guess the bear said, well, it's too much work chasing those. Oh, there's something else. And
softer and slower. So that was, you got a shot off and got him in one...
Yeah. Yeah, he died about 10 feet away.
Holy
really?
crap, yeah, that must have been a heart attack moment.
And then my hero dogs took them about half hour to come out from hiding.
Yeah, that time that me and Sarah got charged by that young moose when we were on our skis. It was the same thing. The dogs chased after the moose and then brought it back our direction. And we were on our skis, and you know, it was winter and the snow, the berms were really deep, and we couldn't turn around, and we got stuck trying to turn around, and it was quite a heart attack moment. But the dogs at least managed to stop the young moose while we were fumbling with our skis and trying to get unstuck out of the snow. Yeah. Good memories. Those are the kind of memories you just don't forget.
No kidding.
Like time we were camping at Clear Creek and the bear started pushing on the tent.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. We were camping at Clear Creek. It was about 7 or 8 probably, and me and John and Sarah were all sleeping in a little pup tent together, and I was in the middle, right between them. And I woke up to something smacking me. I thought it was Sarah. I thought she just flapped her arm over and smacked me. And as I came to consciousness, I opened my eyes, and there was the shadow of a bear paw on the roof of the tent. And I'm laying there, and I just went, bear!
Froggy.
Oh, Froggy.
Look at that. Hi.
Oh, hello, little Froggy.
I haven't seen a frog in years.
Hi.
Glad to see they're alive and well.
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
one.
quite a few in the lake.
Yeah, there was one ribbiting nicely most of the night. He was just talking to himself, apparently. So then Big Brother Steve heard us saying, bear! And he comes out of his tent. He was camping with his girlfriend at the time. And he comes out butt naked with the rifle. And of course, oh,
God.
August got some grass caught in his throat or something. And so, obviously we're all panicking, and I was imagining it was a great big grizzly getting ready to rip us all to pieces. But it was just a tiny little black bear, and he was just really curious, and he was just like batting the tent to see what was in it, probably. And so he ran off. And then we came back. And Clear Creek is a few miles from here. It's a several hour hike. And then the next day, we see this little tiny black bear kind of in the garden, kind of playing with our dog, Rigby.
Oh.
Do you remember that? Yeah. And that's where the whole Beth is the bear attractor came from, because everybody was joking that was the little bear from the night before that followed us back because he wanted to be with me, apparently. Yeah, and then he came around quite a bit, that little guy, and he and Rigby kind of interacted a little bit. It was interesting. Oh, it's a hot day. Little baby's going for a swim. Oh, how beautiful. She's so big. Even from across the lake, she just looks massive. How cute. Oh, they're just so adorable. Where are you going, little guy? Yeah. How adorable. She's looking at us now. Every time I film them, there's a point where she looks across the lake and kind of thinks about it, and then she just says, okay, they're too far away to worry about. She's looking at us right now. And she deemed us unthreatening. So adorable. She's looking at us again. She's thinking, oh, now I see two of them. Is this a pack? Is this a predator pack? I don't want to scare her off. Okay, I'll stop filming you, Mama. You need to just go back to enjoying yourself. Okay. Have a beautiful day. I think they're getting ready to get out. Oh, how sweet. Oh. Bye, you guys. How's that for a view? Get it, chew ball. Get that horse fly. Here he is. Over here. Get it. Oh, get me though. He's trying to get a horse fly. As the day heats up, me and Nina are getting ready to think about getting in the water. And we're thinking, well, it would be so nice if we could avoid walking in the muck. So I'm trying this. This is my new innovation. I've stuck the aluminum ladder in so we can step down on that and also step up on it. So we're going to try that and see if we can entirely avoid the mucky situation. That would be nice. And I was just thinking that building a little ladder for the front of this dock is something that maybe I'll do if I have time, or definitely next year. Anyway, and once we're all in the water and everything, I'm gonna see if I can get new wedges under the broken part of the dock, because I first tried putting a log under there and some wood wedges, and as the dock bounced around from us walking on it, those floated away. So that was a complete fail. And then I found a cinder block, a cement block, and put that under it with wood wedges on top of it. But once again, the wood wedges part floated away. So that was not a total fail, but partial fail. So today, I'm going to get in there. I'm going to have Nina stand on the end of the dock so it will bow that broken log up as far as it'll go. And then I'll find the right amount of wedging to stick under there. And that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it until that turns out to be a bad idea too. We'll see. That was beautiful. That was a fantastic little dive. Nice, huh?
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah, I bet it is cool.
Very cool.
Refreshing. Okay. I'm gonna have to try the ladder system too. See how it works. I don't know if the swans thought we were drowning or something, but They're talking and they're coming over. At least this one is. Maybe we're making him nervous. Oh. What's up, Swan? We're okay.
Oh yeah.
That's interesting. That was an interesting reaction.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's good for the get out.
Yeah.
Helps a lot.
Yes, really does.
I will make a ladder. This year or next year. Okay, I'm gonna go gather some more possible wedge material. And we'll do this thing. Alrighty, here I go. Oh, and by the way, the poop on the paddle mystery was quickly and resolutely solved by Brother John. He said it was otter poop. And he said that it was full of black hair because it had eaten a muskrat recently. And I went, oh, not my muskrat. And fortunately, I saw the muskrat swim by last night. So it wasn't that muskrat, so that's good. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, as I told you, I found a cinder block. I put the cinder block in, but the wed wedges that I put on top of the cinder block floated away. So, there's the cinder block. There are the wedges. So now I've got Nina putting weight on the end there. So hopefully I can wedge it to the proper dimensions. Let's try. Nina's gonna walk around on the dock and see as it bounces how supported it is.
It's better, for sure.
Oh, that looks really good, and it's not bouncing like everything's just gonna come pouring out of there. What I have here is that got first a longboard, then the piece of the old well pump I found, because I figured that's kind of solid, and then a couple of pieces of wood there. So we'll try that for a while, see how that holds up.
I thought you were going to jam that log in there somewhere.
That's what I had at first, and it floated away. I had this and some wood wedges, and the bouncing of the dock just loosened everything up. Plus the log wasn't heavy enough, you know, to just stay put. Whereas the cinder block, hopefully, will be. Oh, there's the swans coming towards us again. How interesting. As soon as the swans saw us in the water, they started making a beeline over here.
I'm a little scared.
And we're not sure why they're doing this, if they're like just coming to see what's going on, see if we're animals they should be worried about. Are they acting like lifeguards, or are they acting like they're protecting their territory? And they're awfully big, you know. If they did decide to get angry with you, they could probably do some damage. It's just very strange. But they seriously beelined when they saw us back in the water. They were all the way across the lake. Oh, oh, oh. You're getting them riled up, Nina. I don't know. Such a strange reaction.
I feel like he was admonishing me.
Huh. I just can't figure out the intention.
It's like he came to warn me. Or something. Warn me away.
Huh.
Now are you coming back?
So, is it that they don't like it when we go swimming? Very, very interesting. He's just kind of hanging there. Waiting to see if you're going to get out of the damn lake or not.
Make sure the coast is clear.
Yeah. Okay, we're done swimming for the day. Thanks.
Sharing the lake with us. Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable.
You feel a lot smaller than them when you're on their level, and they're so much bigger.
Yeah. Oh.
Very strange. Now we'll see if they go away now that we're out of the water.
Look how close they are now. They just made a beeline for us.
No doubt about that. Huh. You stop talking as soon as you get out of the water. It's like, okay, we're done now. Thank you very much. Have we been 86'd?